Hello, my name is Larry Smith, and it's a pleasure to speak with you today. Thank you for tuning into this video message. Let me ask you a question or two. Have you reached a point in your life where you really desire for more? Things may generally be good, but you have a sense that something is missing. Do you want to feel more fulfilled in your work or in your family life? How about this? Do you feel fragmented in your thinking and actions? Do you sense a lack of balance in your work and your family life? Are there habit patterns stopping you dead in your tracks? Or is there a dream or desire that you would really like to accomplish? If you can relate to any of these questions, then you may be at the right place at the right time right now to make a significant leap ahead in your life. Let me explain. As human beings, we're rut seekers. We don't like change, and we will stubbornly stay in the familiar because change scares us. We actually become consumed with a fear of the unknown, and we'll stay there until something happens that jolts us into the reality that we are not happy. In fact, we may be miserable. It's this awareness of reality that puts us into a fear of more pain or an anticipation of potential gain. I know in my own life, I spent years fearing rejection, and so I became a masterful people pleaser. That worked for a while, and others loved it because I was busy complying with their agenda. They were thrilled. But I felt torn. On one hand, I was being accepted, or so I thought, but on the other hand, I did not feel true to myself. This pattern grew in me, and I became more and more unhappy, unmotivated, and detached. I could put on a great show, but inside I was entertaining insecurity, indecision, and inadequacy. As you might imagine, this affected my work and my relationships, and especially my marriage. It wasn't until my wife and I at the time started to experience some very intense marital challenges that I decided to explore what was going on inside of me. This began a reflective process that would last over 12 years of getting real with myself and going against the grain of my old mindsets and habit patterns. This journey brought me to a place of really discovering who I was, what was most important to me, and why I was so hindered. I started to find peace and really grow, sometimes kicking and screaming, but grow nonetheless. It was a satisfying experience. I was actually living directed by my values rather than driven by my needs, which were of course fueled by my fears. It was like I was becoming a new person. I felt fulfilled within myself for the very first time. And now I could look at opportunities in my life, actually see them, and do something about them. Now, your story may have different details, but I would rather imagine that you have your own set of fears, hindering habits, and challenging mindsets that keep you bound in mediocrity. Everything in our life has a root somewhere. And if you're not pleased with the fruit you are experiencing, then we need to get to the root that is causing it and pull it out. Our health, how we take care of ourselves, physically, emotionally, relationally, and spiritually, all stem from our beliefs in our subconscious mind. These have been deposited from many different sources over time, but the fact is, they are there. And if you can shine the light of truth upon them in a conscious manner, you can change the patterns, habits, and effects of these hindering mindsets. I can help you do this. In partnering with our Creator, you can change into the person you were divinely designed to become. It's a process and a journey with its challenges and often miraculous accomplishments. So let me ask you a question. Where would you say you are right now? What do you really want to change? And who do you really want to become? It's all possible. I look forward to getting to know you, come alongside you, and if you're willing, help you to lift up and experience your real self and real potential. Thank you.